All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here talking about real music and kind of sad news here and doing it in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. So Alex Van Halen breaks his silence. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he has spoken, and we'll get to that. Before I do that, oh man, this is a good album. Brand new music from the band FM. Old Habits Die Hard. They've been doing this stuff for like 40 years, and they're just an amazing band. If you haven't ever listened to FM, you might want to go back to their 80s stuff, but you don't have to do that. You could purchase this. I got this from Amazon, and they delivered it in one day, and it's as good as all the other FM albums. There are hit singles on here. It should be on the radio. It's not, and this is, typical of what's going on in today's music world. Again, FM and their album Old Habits Die Hard, featuring the great Steve Overland on lead vocals, who in the melodic rock world is a god with a small G. All right, just putting it out there. He's really good. All right, so let's get on to the Alex Van Halen thing. This is all he had to say over on Instagram. He's been selling off his stuff. Now, he's even selling his awards, which seems a little bit bizarre to me. But he says, what a fantastic auction. Now, he did not post how much money was raised in this auction, but he says, I'm so happy to see my drums, gear, awards, and collectibles go to new homes. Why would you sell your awards? That to me is just bizarre. He says, enjoy and use them like I did. Imagine having an award saying, hey, this is my award now. Used to be Alex Van Halen's award. Now it's mine. I'm going to enjoy it just like he did. He says, a huge thank you for supporting the ride on therapeutic horsemanship. Not sure what that means. Van Halen fans are the best. So supporting the ride on therapeutic horsemanship. I don't know what that means, but that's what he wrote on Instagram. Van Halen fans are the best. Alex Van Halen. And that's it. And, he had some fan reactions. Happy retirement. Some people are like, no, you're not retiring, are you? Like they haven't been keeping up with this information. It's weird because I'm not on Instagram. I go to Instagram. I think I'm using someone else's account when I go over to Instagram, or I may have set up an account that I really don't use. So when I click on a link, it does go to Instagram. People are just saying thanks. So essentially, Alex Van Halen just walks away from the music business and sells all his stuff, which again, Michael Anthony was saying the other day that he feels pretty sad about this. And there's really no communication between Alex and everyone else. He is apparently still grieving his brother's passing, and this is it. So he walks away from the music industry. And you know what I was thinking too? Van Halen, over the years, has been a very slow starting band. Typically, when they do a project and then go out and do a tour, then there's this long gap. Okay, now you're not going to have any more gaps because it's over. But, in between projects, people were always wondering what happened to Van Halen. Where are they? Are they working on something? Nobody ever really knew most of the time. And that's why you had like Van Halen News Desk. You had people that were constantly trying to figure out what their next move was. Well, now there's nothing really to figure out. You've got this Sammy Hagar thing that's happening this summer, which I think is great. But Alex is all done. He walked away from the music business. He's not looking back. He even sold his awards. That's just weird to me. Keep your awards, man. You won them. They're not for sale. They shouldn't be for sale. So who knows how much this auction earned? If you're a collector and you own some of this Van Halen stuff now, man, that's really cool, but I'd feel kind of stupid if I had an award that another great musician had won and I had it in my home. Here it is, best drummer. There it is, Alex Van Halen. He won this award, but now I'm displaying it in my living room or something. I don't know. It's just bizarre, but we wish Alex Van Halen the best. Again, this is a sad day. It would have been cool if he had gone out and done a tribute with some other folks to his brother. Quite honestly, I think it would be more therapeutic than selling all your stuff. But if you're putting it behind you, you're putting it behind you. And this kind of goes along with the way Van Halen has been for a very long time, and that's it. That's the video. Alex is all done. Before I'm all done with the video, here is FM. And this is a great band with a great album, Old Habits Die Hard. There are at least 3 or 4 hit songs on this. When I say hit songs, I'm like instant radio songs. When you listen to it, you're like, this is designed so people will listen to this over and over again. Just like back in the old days, either top 40 or rock stations where you'd put something in heavy rotation. A couple of these songs should be in heavy rotation. Super high quality band, self-produced record, courtesy of Frontiers Music. So finally got something from Frontiers. Took me a while. I think the last thing I got from Frontiers was Grand, and that's another fantastic album. But the FM album, they're such a good band. They're basically a classic rock band. So again, if you haven't listened to them, give them a try. And folks, don't forget to support the channel, Patreon, YouTube memberships. The YouTubers, the people who are members, typically get to watch the videos before anyone else gets to see them. And then buy me a coffee, which has been wildly successful. I want to thank everybody who has bought me a coffee, either from the Eric Clapton video I did or just, because they want to support the channel. One-time donations, they're very helpful and they keep the channel going. And that way you don't have to worry about being billed or if your credit card is on file and all that stuff. It isn't on file with me. It would be Patreon, but I have the best patrons. They're constantly giving me moral support and financial support, and I need both of those things. So thank you again. God bless everyone. Please pray for peace in the Middle East and around the world. And one last time, Alex Van Halen is all done with music.